Alright, so I tried Chaos Zero Nightmare, and long story short, this game is amazing. I don't know whether to call this a roguelike card game or an elaborate experiment to see how long I can pretend to know what I'm doing and having me feel cool while doing it.
Hold up. Wait a minute. I say,
motherfucker, say your prayers. Hail Mary, full of grace. Smack the bitch in the face, take her Gucci back.
My name is the Lord, and I lay my vengeance upon.
The game just kind of throws you in and does a great job explaining what you need to know without getting all up in your face. And at first it might seem like just another new shiny mobile game, but you very quickly realize that it's a lot more than that. Okay. Let's see what all these cards. Whoa! As usual, we're going to be talking about the combat more than anything else. And I'm pleased to say that once you get off the leash, the game does not hold your hand at all. So far through my journey to level 30, I honestly believe this game is this close to nailing the balance between enemies and characters. Nothing feels overpowered, but is at just the right power level to make you feel strong and that your characters are actually doing something, while the enemies aren't pushovers, but also won't completely annihilate you. Their power level is like based on how well you perform, which is such a refreshing and interesting dynamic. It is actually you that has to do the thinking, which is terrifying. So a turn-based card game that pretends to be chill and fun until it emotionally cripples your entire team, where everything wants you dead, including your own deck. How can this get any better, you might ask? I'll tell you how. I like how they refined the train game mode, or whatever it's called, where you pick paths and all that shit. In this game, that is one of the ways you can actually improve your character. Not only in gear, but with card upgrades, special card upgrades, duplicating cards, improving the duplicate cards, getting new cards, improving the new cards. It is such an engaging and fun time to find or create different ways to play, seeing that there are so many different kinds of upgrades, some with subtle changes, others with massive changes, and even the cards that aren't character specific that you buy from the shop or training can impact the way you play, and the fact that you can assign some cards and gear to different members in of itself creates another way of approaching how you want to build. It's basically like Fakon Tarkov, but you're Yugi with a pair of double Ds. Not to mention the game's aesthetic is really cool, and so are the enemy designs. And once you start figuring out the rhythm, chaining cards together, setting up turns, and watching your character slowly spiral into existential distress, it gets addicting. There's this balance between pushing your team too far and keeping them sane enough to keep fighting, which is a fun kind of cruelty. And the best part is that even the 4-star characters actually feel viable. You don't get that usual gacha hierarchy where anything below 5-star might as well be like a participation trophy. So far I feel like all the characters can pull their own weight if you play it right. Cassius is the coolest character and he's basically the Joker / gambling guy. Drawing cards, choosing cards from your deck, reshuffling your hand, and has a quest mechanic, which if you complete the quest given, it'll reward you with the corresponding card. Then you have Mika, which is basically a healer, but most importantly, grants you AP. Either through the Source of Water card, or once she reaches 3 wave, or through her ultimate. Then you also have something like Mirabelle. Let's not talk about Mirabelle. And I don't know if this is a good team or not, but man, is it fun running these two with Renoa or Kairon, allowing for all kinds of cool setups and things to consider, like whether you should heal or go full Tropic Thunder. And if that wasn't enough, every character's animations are beautiful and so pleasing to look at. Basically the definition of short and sweet. And if that wasn't enough, there is more to the ultimates other than just using them for the damage, like Renoa getting her Dirge cards or Kairon exhausting the cards in your hand. And if that wasn't enough, you can add another layer with partner characters, which you can assign to each character, which can help with all kinds of things like healing, letting you counterattack, applying weakness to the enemies, buffing your crit, and there is probably a lot more interesting ones that I haven't even seen yet. And if that wasn't enough, once you get your characters out of trauma, you basically get a free ultimate and you can choose to save these for the next fight. Food, shields, buffs and debuffs, which I have no idea what any of this shit means. Cards you don't want in your hand, cards you all of a sudden want in your hand. Small events, mid events, big events, dice rolls, Pokemon, artifacts, and whatever the fuck this is. It's a rare mix of skill expression and RNG that makes every win feel like you outsmarted the system, that wanted you to lose. And the real nightmare isn't the combat. It's the part where you start thinking about builds and trying them out before realizing you may be causing problems in your daily life.
Okay, anyways.
I think the only real problem with the game currently is the lack of access, at least to my knowledge, to all different buffs and debuffs or status effects or whatever you want to call it. There are some times where it will be displayed when upgrading a card, for example, and there also seems to be translation issues going on mixed with some poor word choice, which is annoying, but not a deal breaker. What might be a deal breaker is the progression, in the sense that you're kind of doing the same thing, even though it's really fun and all the RNG on each stage and the card upgrades. There's also somewhat of a lack of characters, or maybe it's the fact that you get a lot more partners that are 3-star, and since there are no 3-star playable characters and the 3-star partner variety is basically non-existent, there's pretty much only like 3 characters that you get all the time, I think I'd prefer to see 2 new 4-stars over a new 5-star. I haven't really played card games like this to even know what I would like to see, but I guess different game modes with either more RNG elements mixed with a wider range of debuffs, because at least I don't think there is something like putting enemies to sleep or like mind control and that kind of stuff, which I think would be cool. An actual endless mode that doesn't require you to move from stage to stage, or maybe it can do it automatically. And yeah, at least for now, as a first impression type opinion, I think this game, for what it is, and given that it's a mobile game, I'd say it's a 10 out of 10, 9 out of 10, 8 out of 10.
You're disgusting.